Welcome to the Double Cup Series Season 4. Race number 6 out of 8, and we're at the road course of Watkins Glen International, where 28 drivers will take on their second road course of the Season 4 Double Cup Series season. On the pole we have Juan Pablo Montoya, and he's a good road course driver, but there's others like Marcos Ambrose and Tony Stewart in the field who will take home the trophy today. Let's get ready to see our starting lineup. On the pole is the 42, as I said, of Juan Pablo Montoya. Then we have Kyle Busch in the 18, along with Kevin Harvick and Marcos Ambrose in row 2. Row 3 is 6-time Jimmie Johnson and Denny Hamlin. And then we have Matt Kenseth and Tony Stewart in row 4. Then at row 5 we have Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Austin Dillon. And then we have Paul Menard and Carl Edwards, along with Martin Truex Jr. and Jeff Gordon. Then we have Danica Patrick and Casey Mears. Then we have Jeff Burton in the 31 and Joey Logano in the 22, along with Trevor Bayne and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. And then we have Ryan Newman and Casey Kane. Then we have Eric Almirola and Greg Biffle in the 16 car. And then towards the back is Jamie McMurray and Mark Martin. And then we have Brad Keselowski and Clint Boyer. And that will round it out. And so here's your race info. It's a 10-lap race around this long road course. 28 cars, and Juan Montoya is on the pole. And here we go, racing. Green flag is back in the air in the Double Cup Series. Juan Montoya leads him through that first turn. Kyle Busch slipped out of the group. He falls back to 4th. Harvick trying to hold on to 2nd now, as Marcos Ambrose trying to make some progress on him on the inside lane as they head through the back now. And Ambrose will take that 2nd spot. He's really strong on these road courses, as we pretty well know, as we begin the 2nd lap of the race. Ambrose going to look to the inside. He's going to get around Montoya now for the lead, as the 9 car will be in the lead now, as Harvick will now also move past Montoya in the 2nd as they head past through the dog leg in the back. And there's a spin. It's Austin Dillon, and he collides with Dale Earnhardt Jr., and that brings out our first caution of the day, only 2 laps in. And Austin Dillon and Dale Earnhardt Jr. spinning out here. Looks like on the replay they both came in a little too hot. Jr. might have gotten into the back of Austin Dillon and spun him across the grass, and he came right back up into the 88. Both Chevys will be out of the race early with hard damage on both of their cars. And that will set up another restart here on lap 4. Ambrose is now your leader. He's got Harvick to his outside, as we're back under the green flag. Harvick holding into that 2nd spot. He does a crossover here, going to try and get a run on Ambrose through the dog leg. Kyle Busch there trying to take 2nd away, as you saw Montoya and Johnson battling there for 4th. Ambrose holds onto the lead. Busch looking now to the outside of Harvick. Harvick has the preferred line heading into 1 as we're on lap 5. And Harvick will take that 2nd spot. You saw Kyle Busch go up over the bumper there. Kyle not giving wind. He's still fighting on that outside as they head through the dog leg. Ambrose still leading. He's trying to throw blocks on him. Now, finally, Kevin Harvick will clear Busch, and he turns Marcos Ambrose heading into turn 6. And we stay green, but now there's another spin in turn 7, and this time it's 3 cars involved, it appears. A couple guys are on the inside wall. Danica Patrick collides with that inside wall, as it's Martin Truex Jr. and Casey Mears being involved as well, as the caution is out on lap 6. Look at the replay. I couldn't really see what happened. Looked like Truex might have gotten turned by somebody. He might have been turned by Danica. Either way, all those cars will have a lot of damage. They'll be out of the race. Ambrose, though, will recover. He'll restart on the back, as we have 3 laps to go here at Watkins Glen. Harvick leads through the first turn. 3 wide there, a little bit further back. As here's Jimmie Johnson moving into 3rd, as Kyle Busch going to move Harvick out of the way here. Now Kyle Busch will take the lead for the first time this afternoon, as the top 4 are Busch, Harvick, Johnson, and Denny Hamlin now in the 4th spot. 2 laps to go here at Watkins Glen. And now, Kyle Busch gets a little payback from Harvick as he gives him a nudge out of the group. Busch will fall back to 3rd in front of his teammate, as now it's Jimmie Johnson up there competing for the lead for the first time today. He's right on the back bumper of Kevin Harvick. You see Montoya trying to battle with Stewart for 5th there. Johnson now is going to look to the inside as we take the white flag. And Jimmie Johnson's going to be able to clear Harvick in turn 1, who does the crossover and gives Johnson a nudge through the S's now. Harvick leading again by less than a whole car length through the dog leg in the back. Johnson to look to the inside. He gives Harvick a nudge, gets him up in the wall. Harvick recovers, gets back in line. He's going to have 2 more turns to go. Harvick to the inside of Johnson. They make contact, but Jimmie Johnson will hold on and win race 6 at Watkins Glen, as the rest of the field flies by. A crazy final couple of laps between Kyle Busch, Kevin Harvick, and Jimmie Johnson, but it will end up being the old 48 car winning this afternoon. Jimmie Johnson will celebrate as he gets his first win of the season. A big help for him in the points, as he'll be right up there in the title hunt. As here are your final results. The 29 of Thiago Silva finishes second, Virgil Elliott third, TV Box fourth, and DJ Curtis fifth place. As you continue to scroll through, the 9 car, unfortunately for Daniel Gilbert, he was spun out and early in the race. He definitely had a very dominant race car. He finishes 23rd, as you can see, so a tough break for him in the 9. As this is going to set up a pretty interesting point standing shakeup here, as here are your point standings. Still on top now is TV Box 53 in the 11. He's been on top for a couple weeks now. The 48 car is only 1 point back though in Benito, and you got the 14 is only 3 points back. So you got a good 4 or 5 guys that are all still well in this hunt, as we have 2 races to go in season 4. Here's the rest of your field. A lot of these guys too far back to compete. Some of them technically are even eliminated at this point, so no chances for them to come back. Thank you for watching race number 6. Sorry it took so long. Next one will definitely be out sooner. Race number 7 will be coming from Richmond later this month. So I hope you enjoyed, and I hope I see you guys later. Go to DECSRacing.com is the new thing. We have our own website, and you can go there for more WWE Cup Series stuff. But for me, Eric, I will see you guys later.